Yes, I am in the honeymoon stage. The drunken love stage. The stage where people are disgusted because they're like, ew, that's just too much. I get the side eye, every once in a while from people, which to me it's like, why, But it's a good feeling. And so I don't let their energy or their thoughts or their demeanor affect me, but I do see it. And it's one of those things where I want to share this with you guys. I plead the fifth. Yes, I am in my honeymoon stage right now, the drunken love stage. As I mentioned, my husband and I are very newlywed. And so if you are in the honeymoon stage, it's okay. Celebrate it. It is known and facts or whatever to state that honeymoon stage only lasts a certain period of time, like from 12 months to like 24 months. Well, I guess at least according to Google. And those are the stage where your partner and yourself is in the passionate love stage. It's the stage where you're just dumb and happy for no reason. It's a stage where you, let's say you're compatible. It's like you see yourself as perfect together. And so to me, I find it funny because those are the magical stage, right? What anybody would categorize. And so it's beautiful. And I love celebrating love because I'm a love bug myself. And when I wasn't in a relationship or wasn't in love, I still celebrate love. There's just something about me where my heart tugs towards that way, whether it's romantically, whether it's friendship love or family love. So I genuinely just love love, right? And so I am romantically in love in this case. And so, yes. So if you're celebrating it, good. You should continue to do so for as long as you can because I think it's a beautiful thing. And so what happens, they say? What happens after the honeymoon phase or the drunken love stage? You start seeing each other's flaws and you pick on each other. And let's say you end up, I don't know, arguing or disagreeing over little things like, I don't like how you hold the fork. Because that's true. That's what my husband tells me. Well, actually, you don't mind how the way I hold it. It's just when I, pause in between bites and I put my fork on my plate or bowl, it's standing up, and he don't like that. Let's see, what else do you, as in couples, pick fights about? I want to hear about it. So leave in the comments. Let me know. But then I've heard stories like people fight over toilet paper, how it should be put on. People fight over little things like folding towels or clothing, right? So those are the post-honeymoon stage. And I think that when it comes to being real with your partner and knowing them and you knowing yourself, it's okay to have disagreement. One of our really good couple friends told us that you have to know how to pick your fight, and you pick good fight, and you argue. When you argue, do you have good arguments-ish, By that meaning, do you guys argue well? Do you guys challenge each other in a sense where when you argue, you grow from it? And so I think that's a beautiful thing. Knowing, my husband and I'm 32, 36, so I think we're over that phase where, you have that young puppy love where you can accept each other's flaws. Being at this age, you kind of know each other's flaws. I mean, he's a smart person and I'm a pretty smart person, so if he's trying to get away with certain things, I call him out. If I'm trying to do certain things or try to get away with certain things, he calls it out, and we're okay with that. Where it's just it's part of being adult and having a real genuine love for each other. Like I always say, hey, it's all with good intentions and it's with love. When I say certain things or I mean certain things, I might sound maybe a little too rough. It's with love. And it's always good with good intentions is what I always say. Never do I ever, even with friendship, love, would say in a sense where it's meant to hurt you. It's meant to make you question or help you grow from a certain situation. And so that's post honeymoon stage, right? Your incompatibility starts growing and you argue consistently. You have lots of disagreements. And I think that at the same time, that's appropriate. You just got to know how to argue well with each other. It's okay to disagree. As long as you come back and say, hey, I mean, it's part of, being in love, right? How does that old saying, like, to love somebody isn't without a fight if you don't love them? Anyways, along those lines, right? So, that's, the honeymoon, drunken love, post honeymoon stage. And it's good to realize that when you fight with somebody and you realize how good of a person they are because they care to have a fight with you, in a sense where, I know it sounds kind of weird and odd, but in a sense where you go, oh my gosh, he's willing to disagree with me and make me realize sometimes how stupid I could be, or how I make such a big deal out of something that it's not even worth making a big deal out of. So vice versa too. And so if you realize that you get into disagreements and you also realize that you have a good thing in front of you, then tell that person that you appreciate them for being who they are and that you genuinely do care and love them and you just want the best for them and the both of you guys, as in like a partnership. And so that's how I come to terms with my thoughts and I communicate that with my partner. So it's one thing to know that, and it's one thing to go, hey, you're arguing and you're disagreeing, and the next thing you know, you can't find a solution, or you can't stand this person anymore. That is a different story. Here's what I say when it comes to relationship, and this might be a different topic for a different video, but I just want to mention it briefly that sometimes when people disagree, they disagree so far that they're not willing to let their disagreement or their argument go and say, hey, let's find a solution to this and let's move on. Some people hold on to disagreements and arguments and grudges, and then they start seeking out other people for comfort, and that causes more problems. So if you know you're that person, and if you say you love a certain person but you can't get over their flaws, then you're really saying that you love them but you're not in love with them. You're not willing to to work things out, is pretty much what I mean. And by that, I mean some people are emotionally immature. So in that sense, they can't let it go. And so that's a different topic for a different day. But going back to the honeymoon stage. Again, if you are in the honeymoon stage and drunken love stage, whether it's your first year, your third year, your fifth year, go ahead and celebrate it. I'm all in for celebrating love because it's a beautiful thing. And who cares what other people say or their nice, what they have to bring to the table, because it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So celebrate love and stay in love. So that concludes my vlog for today. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, staying in touch with me. Come back for more videos. Let me know in the comments what you want to hear. I like to say that we are not expert in anything, but sometimes we are an expert in our own lives. So by storytelling, by sharing our advices, opening up topics, narrating a certain subject helps bring out tough conversations. So I'm here for you. Let me know what you want to hear. Leave comments. Remember to like and subscribe. And so until then, stay blessed and beautiful people, and I will catch you later. Bye.